Welcome, stargazers and curious minds. Hey, little explorers. Get ready for a super cool space adventure. We're going to talk about a very special event in the sky, the total solar eclipse of 2024. Total solar eclipse of 2024, a rare and spectacular event that will captivate millions. But what makes it so special? Let's dive in. Have you seen an eclipse before? How does an eclipse happen? Where can you see in USA on April 8th?
Hi guys, today we're gonna learn about solar eclipse. So this is the sun. This is the moon. And this is the earth. Earth orbits sun. Moon orbits earth. But sometimes moon blocks the sun. That is total of solar eclipse. It's happening on April 8th on Monday. You could see in some places of United States.
Imagine the sun is a big, bright flashlight in the sky. Now, what if I told you that sometimes the moon plays hide and seek with it? That's right, sometimes the moon sneaks right in front of the sun and covers it up. This is called a solar eclipse. On April 8, 2024, the moon is going to cover the sun completely for a little while. When this happens, the sky gets dark in the middle of the day, and we can see stars and planets we usually see at night. How cool is that? The moon's shadow will sweep across our planet, plunging parts of North America into daytime darkness. This happens because the moon's orbit around Earth is tilted, and it's only on rare occasions that it aligns perfectly with the sun. But why is this eclipse so special? Well, it's like the moon has a secret path that it only takes once in a while, and on this day, it's going to walk that path right over some parts of our Earth. Lots of people will be able to see the sun disappear behind the moon. And guess what? This hide and seek game is not just fun to watch, it helps scientists learn more about the sun. They can see parts of the sun that are usually too bright to look at, and that helps them understand how to keep our planet safe and happy. So, remember to mark your calendars for April 8, 2024, and get ready with your special eclipse glasses. We're all going to have a front row seat to one of the most amazing shows in the universe. For starters, it's all about timing and location. The eclipse will last nearly 4.5 minutes, almost 2 minutes longer than the one in 2017. And it's happening near the solar maximum, the peak of the sun's 11-year activity cycle, promising a more active and adorned sun with streamers of plasma extending from its corona. This eclipse is not just a feast for the eyes, it's a scientific bonanza. With the sun's corona in full view, scientists can study the hot gas loops and magnetic fields that could impact Earth's space weather. In the US, totality will begin in Texas at 1:27 p.m. Central Daylight Saving Time, and will end in Maine at 3:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on April 8, 2024. If you've never seen a total solar eclipse before, put it on your bucket list and plan to experience a whole weekend of programming leading up to the historic event. The total solar eclipse visits Ohio on April 8, 2024, beginning at 3:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, with the final exit of the moon's shadow from the state at 3:19 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. How is the sun completely blocked by small moon in an eclipse? During a total solar eclipse, the moon passes between Earth and the sun. This completely blocks out the sun's light. However, the moon is about 400 times smaller than the sun. How can it block all of that light? Because it is just the right distance away from Earth, the moon can fully block the sun's light from Earth's perspective. When objects are closer to us, they appear to be bigger than objects that are far away. For example, most stars in the night sky look like tiny white dots of light. In reality, many of those stars are larger than our sun. They are just much farther away from Earth. Even though the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, it's also about 400 times closer to Earth than the Sun is. This means that from Earth, the Moon and the Sun appear to be roughly the same size in the sky. Why this total solar eclipses won't be around forever? The Moon's orbit is changing. In fact, the Moon's orbit grows about 1.5 inches, 3.8 centimeters, larger every year. As the Moon's orbit takes it farther and farther away from Earth, the Moon will appear smaller and smaller in our sky. This occasionally happens now. The Moon's orbit isn't perfectly round. That means that sometimes the Moon is slightly farther away from Earth than it is at other times. Sometimes the Moon is far enough away that it doesn't create a total solar eclipse. In this case, the Moon obscures most of the Sun, but a thin ring of the Sun remains visible around the Moon. However, once the Moon's growing orbit takes it approximately 14,600 miles or 23,500 kilometers farther away from Earth, it will always be too far away to completely cover the Sun. That won't happen for a long time though. What are the types of eclipses? If the Moon completely covers the Sun, blocking its entire disk, it is called total solar eclipse. If Moon partially covers the Sun, casting only a portion of its shadow on Earth, that is called partial solar eclipse. An annular solar eclipse occurs when the Moon is too far away from Earth to completely cover the Sun's disk. As a result, a ring-like appearance, known as the ring of fire, is visible around the edges of the Sun. We also have another type of eclipse called lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse takes place when Earth comes between the Sun and the Moon, causing Earth's shadow to be cast on the lunar surface. This results in a darkening or reddening of the Moon. When and where to see future solar eclipses? Check out these dates for future solar eclipses. Thanks for joining me, Space Buddies. If you liked our space adventure, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with your friends. Until our next adventure, keep your eyes on the skies. Bye-bye.